having a life scholarship and being able to afford to go to college made me feel inspired to go.
When I got a life scholarship, it was such a relief.
I knew that I wanted to have an impact. Having a life scholarship through the SC Education Lottery was huge. It gave me the opportunity to make that impact right here at home.
The South Carolina Education Lottery. A better you, a better us, a better South Carolina. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
This is your before and after story. Prepare for an incredible career in nursing. At Southeastern College, experience expert hands-on training. Learn real-world skills in our professional lab and simulated settings. And train for opportunities as a practical nurse, registered nurse, or career advancement with our RN to BSN program. At Southeastern College, your future is bright. Visit sec.edu to get started.
Remembering Patrice O'Neal, his greatest moments on O&A.
Opie and Anthony, Patrice O'Neal has joined the program. Looking like a pimp. Looking like a pimp, but he's looking good.
Looking like a pimp.
And now he's going around the room and talking about all of us and how we're dressed.
He looks like every...
I mean, y'all can step it up a little.
He look like every black guy in Easter.
He
really does. He looks like a float in a parade. That's horrible. Just because he's got a sport coat on. It's velvet, and it looks like Anthony's cousin's living room.
It really does. It looks like a couch in a coffee shop in the East Village.
I know, really. It's horrible. Hey, is somebody doing spoken word on you later?
He really does look like antique furniture.
Hold on. I don't have to take this.
Leave short.
Button up my top button. Thank you, Anthony.
If you can.
Leave short stay motel curtains alone.
Oh, man.
Oh, what bastards. You're taken more seriously if you wear nicer clothes.
People listen to you more.
Here's the problem. He's almost 40.
I am. I'm 38.
In the mirror
Don't you point at almost 40, 42.
I'm 39. But he stands in the mirror.
Still trying to grow a beard. It won't happen.
You want to make $1 million? You got to look like $1 million.
$1 million.
Hey, Patrice.
Reading books, how to change your image and influence radio guys.
Dress for success.
What?
Dress for success. That's what Rob Bartlett told me when I started comedy.
Is that why you have a squirrel skin coat?
What happened?
Dress for success.
Is that why?
You dress like the Japanese on D-Day. You couldn't be dressed less for success.
And Bobby Kelly refuses to let me actually dress like
because
this.
I don't.
He won't let me dress nice.
I just don't like it. Listen. You're like Madonna. You go through these phases. You're wearing the hoodies with the team logos.
I don't go with a phase. I've been wearing hoodies for my entire life. Bobby's just upset because it's hard to find a 58 Portly.
No, Bob doesn't like his friend changing and growing up because Bob is very likes things like a group of buddies.
I don't like that at all. I'm the only one who got married out of you bunch of creeps.
Oh, really?
Listen. Oh, well. Yeah, but whatever.
Well, and you notice that Patrice has been trying on a few different hats.
Well, the hats, I think
the one he's got today is the one he really likes, though.
But that's what kills me. He walked in the cellar with a 10-gallon hat. I wanted to punch him in his face.
Bobby
you can't.
said the funniest thing ever. It almost made me leave and stop dressing like that. I had on I had a striped shirt with a checkered pants or something that was crazy. Yeah. He goes, "You look like you're trying to start your own line of barbecue sauce." It was the funniest thing I think Bobby had ever said in his life.
And with Bobby, it goes right back to food.
He looked like No Country for Fat Men. Whoa. Hold on. One more.
That joke made a garbage truck ride on the side of the street and kill 2 people.
I wish your jacket fell out of it.
And a U-turn to hit your jacket.
Oh, boy. You dumb hats.
But he's digging this hat. He's had 3 different ones in the last month. I think he's going to stick with this one.
Hey, if I drink your jacket, will that help my kidneys? Cranberry.
Thanks, Vos.
Wow.
This is why I like dressing nice.
But why do you?
If this really was bad, Vos would never. I know it looks good because Norton is not trash.
It actually did. It looked better. I wanted to hate it, but I saw him on CW11, and it worked. Except the problem is this is what Patrice is. Patrice is fucking. Oh.
Look at Jimmy. Jimmy's dropping F-bombs.
We're angry. No, it just makes us angry.
Why are my friends mad at me for wearing a sports jacket?
I thought they were going to do
trying.
When I saw you on CW11, I thought they were going to do the weather in front of you.
Oh, can you let Jimmy talk?
I don't get it.
Damn, like, I had the green one.
Green.
Opie,
Okay,
take him out of the game.
It's too late.
The problem is Patrice is white
What
trash.
happened, Rich?
Patrice is tuxedo top with sweatpants when he's sitting at a desk. Like it's a nice jacket and a nice hat, but then he has blue jeans and frumpy sneakers. He dresses as nice as he has to at any given moment.
Maintain something.
Patrice, if you get on all fours, we could play Hold'em on your back.
The velvet.
I just didn't Wow. That was a sneaky good one.
Oh, damn.
I was getting nervous. I wasn't going to get anything for that. All right.
Tell him it's not.
Yeah, it's
I should have went
here.
with blackjack.
It has nothing to do with success. It's just a new voice.
It's not hot in here. He's wearing curtains.
Look at him sweating.
All
right, well,
that was Jimmy's joke.
Thank you, Anthony, for publicly announcing that you like my new look.
I just thought the second you walked in, you had that on, you had your hat and your jacket on, and yeah, you were a bigger presence than you have been when you just walk in wearing your sports jersey and baseball cap.
He's 6'5", wearing red velvet. You're acting like it's a star quality when he's a spectacle
with a Jewish hat on.
Exactly.
No, there was some kind of a star quality.
Really?
Thank you.
It just looked more impressive and important.
Yeah, we got to give it to you.
It looked more important.
You got to work on
He
the
has a
jeans, bud.
Hasidic Jew hat on.
He looks like every guy Kojak arrested.
He really does.
All right.
Our tribute to the life of Patrice O'Neal continues with more of his greatest appearances on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Well, no, we're talking about Wesley Snipes.
We did talk about.
We're gonna seg into that.
He gets 3 years.
Yeah, you can't put Blade away though for 3 years,
Which I think
And
is
3 federal years.
that's
by
a
the way.
long time.
Here's the
for a
story. This is
celebrity.
why he said he didn't feel like he had to pay taxes.
He claimed he didn't have to pay taxes, arguing the government has no right to collect.
We all hate paying taxes, but why would you actually take a chance like that?
To hold on to your money.
I tell you what, you don't understand money till much later. Where I'm from.
Is that it?
Yeah, and Wesley is from where I'm from. He's from the hood.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just don't. I'm paying for my N-word rich.
Hey, you said
I was N-word rich.
Yeah.
Patrice, you said in the office that this is going to affect the movie business.
Are you serious?
In what way? I don't know.
A lot of empty straight to DVD cases. Steven Seagal's like, yes!
Yeah, Wesley's been putting out some garbage.
Oh my God, he's been putting out movies called, and everything has "or" at the end. The decapitator, the agitator, the elevator, the exterminator.
Now we
And
gotta look up his movies.
it's always him.
Yeah.
Well, there is the
with
contractor
The detractor.
and the detonator.
protector.
God, the guy's he's on to something.
And all
That's the first 2 movies I see: a
The
detonator
tax evador.
and the contractor, but got the or at the end.
All the boxes, right?
Yeah.
Have him. There's an explosion of something blowing up
Behind him, right?
and a white woman that's sweaty, like on the side of him, on every movie box. So you know him and Van Damme, who became a
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Stallone has become a straight to video guy.
Yeah.
A straight to DVD guy.
Yep. For some reason, that doesn't have. It's still just awful to have your movie go straight to DVD, but it doesn't have as big a negative thing as it used to.
It's bad.
It's really bad, but it used to be just crazy bad. But now it's
it has to go, even if it goes to the theater for 3 days.
Right.
It has to be in a, Wesley, first of all, how do you make enough money from that to owe the government millions?
That was his Blade money.
Because Blade has been the only thing that's not been straight to DVD for him.
Yeah,
Hey,
Blade is huge.
Really fast. Blade came out 10 years ago, by the way. After that, it was Future Sport, The Art of War, Disappearing Acts, Liberty Stand Still, Zigzag. Then he finally got Blade 2 out there. Undisputed, Unstoppable.
Then Blade 3.
Then Blade Trinity, and then
Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Have you ever heard that? Has that ever been at the AMC theater?
Have you heard of 7 Seconds or The Marksman or Chaos? The Detonator, Hard Luck, The Contractor.
He must have been getting paid with
Gallow
cash.
Walker.
Yeah.
And he must have been selling those out the back of his truck.
He's just getting piles of cash.
And Steven Seagal got the same movies that come to DVD, and you don't know it's on until it comes on USA.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do... At some point...
You're like, when did he make this?
He stopped doing karate.
Yeah.
And he just stands with his hands folded over his gut, and he just goes...
Yeah.
Zibba zabba zing zang. And that awful... Those plugs that he has, his other hair's falling out now.
Yeah.
So he just has the plugs still
Plugs
there.
in the front.
But the other hair is... So now the plugs are like a peninsula.
He's got an atoll.
It's when did Wesley make $40 million from these movies?
Got to be Blade money. Got to be Blade money.
Yeah.
That Blade series is huge. Huge.
Well, when he gets out, he's going to have to do The Protector 2.
So that's happening.
How do you
today.
think he'll hold up in prison?
He'll be all
Wesley
right.
can fight.
Yeah.
It's like some 5th degree.
Oh, okay. He'll do all right.
Which is why his career, by the way.
Isn't he going to kind of a country club type prison though? You think?
No.
Dude.
You think he's going
federal lockup?
Yeah.
He's doing the real deal, huh?
Yeah,
Federal
drug
lockup.
dealers in Fed prisons, man.
Yeah.
But Wesley
Yeah.
can fight. He's going to have. He might have to, but he can fight.
Hey,
Wesley Snipes. Think he's gonna be having a good time?
One flag.
No.
Only one flag.
One
Fine
flag.
for Wesley.
One flag.
What if Wesley decides to bolt?
2 flags.
Only two
Just 2
flags.
flags,
If he
no.
gets out of the country?
No. Well. Oh, you didn't say if he made it.
And where's he gonna hide? In the Congo?
Yeah. Where's he going?
They don't have spas in the Congo. Wesley's a star.
He's used to. That's got to be the worst. Sitting there. Here's your first night in prison. You know you got 3 years to go. You're sitting on that nasty bed. You just sitting there going, remember having 3 white women in my trailer during, Blade.
And some goofy ass asking you about, hey man, does Woody really smoke that much weed?
Yeah. Cavassier.
He probably has to have a roommate.
He's sitting there just, thinking about all the people, the scrubs that would have to bring him stuff when he snapped his fingers, just like, hey, kid, get me a latte.
Do you really think white men can't jump? And is there a lot of money on that train for real?
And there he is in the joint.
You do. Hey man,
that
let me
poor
ask you
bastard.
something. How come you can live in the day and the other ones can't? Tell them you never really explain that. You never really explain that.
Gotta explain every dumb movie he's ever been in.
Yo, you ain't so bad without your sword. Oh, damn. And he'd just be like, here it goes. Now I got to fight. Yeah, you look like you kicked a lot of ass in that movie.
Hey, how come you didn't just get frozen? How come you just didn't get frozen like Demolition Man?
Well, it was a picture. It was a movie I was making. And
if I could get frozen like y'all, come back in the year 2322. Cars be flying. You stupid, Wesley. You and Stallone should got frozen like you did in that movie. Come out and beat up the cops because they don't know nothing about what you do.
Yeah.
You should have got frozen and came back when there's no such thing as taxes.
I'd have waited till the statute of limitations was up on the tax crap, Wesley. He's right. You is stupid.
How do you get caught? Why don't you just go to your Blade lair and have Chris Christopherson hide you?
Yeah, that old Bobby McGee writing mother.
Wait a minute. Nigga, you better not bite me when I'm asleep.
The sad part of this is the first 5 minutes of a 3-year sentence.
Yeah, the 3-year sentence.
This is just the first 5 minutes.
Is someone gonna like squirrel up some of that serum for you so you ain't gotta be biting people?
I know who can get I know who can get your hunger serum.
Get that serum that keep you from biting people.
You gotta talk to the Mexican mafia.
You know, I know they could squirrel that. You know, I know this chick.
Don't bite them because you get that tattoo ink all in your bloodstream.
And Wesley's just sitting there like, oh, damn. I remember one time just 6 breasts in my face, white as snow.
He being a prison barber. The dude flicks the thing, puts over her neck. So what you want? You want the blade cut? Or the demolition man? Because dye is expensive. That'll be 17 cigarettes for the demolition man and 10 for the blade cut. Or you can get the one from Bad. Cause you just had a regular cut in Bad.
No, man. I just want just a haircut, man. Just a haircut.
Oh my God.
How much you bench, man? Just in the weight room and.
Yeah, ain't no Bowflexes up in here.
Yeah, you look a lot strong in Blade.
And even the guard said, when he comes in, the guard got him. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to jump over the fence like you do in Blade. Everything is one of his movies.
Yeah, they just gotta get on him about that all the time now. He'll just be there like, he's there. He's just got one scratched in his wall. Got like 1,000 to go.
4 days. Oh my God.
Poor Wesley.
The Aryan Brotherhood comes up.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Snipes? How are you? I heard you think we can't jump.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I didn't say it was just a movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how high you can jump.
I love your movies there, boy. Them some good movies. I see you beat up a lot of white people in that movie, didn't you? Oh.
Wait.
Wesley's just
they get a nice prison football team. He might be in with Vic, because Vic's in the Fed jump.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Part of the celebrity wing.
Yeah,
something.
they probably do have a celebrity wing.
Yeah, we were just talking about horrible movies that come on the Sci-Fi Channel. The Sci-Fi original movies are so utterly bad. The special effects are terrible. Is Debbie Gibson in that? Was that Debbie
Lorenzo
Gibson?
Lamas, and there's Mega Shark.
Mega Shark versus what?
The name of the movie is called Giant Octopus versus Mega Shark.
They couldn't even give Giant Octopus a cool name. They just called it Giant Octopus
versus Mega Shark.
Versus at least Mega Shark is kind of
cool. And you know
what?
Here's the great thing about sci-fi. They have an all-day theme. It'll be 20 movies, but it'll all be there's spring break shark frenzy.
You guys missed this. You guys see what happens to the Golden Gate Bridge.
Mega Shark
jumps out of the water and bites it in half.
Mega Shark is biting the Golden Gate Bridge. Mega Shark is giant. Because I asked, because Patrice said Mega Shark jumps out of the water and eats a passenger jet. And I'm like, how could a shark fucking get that high up?
Mega Shark, man. And the dude looked out the window and said, oh, shh. And the shush was, the it was cut off.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. How did Mega Shark get it?
Mega Shark is the shit.
Well, what about Giant Octopus? Just got
shit out there. Don't fuck around with Giant Octopus either.
Deborah Gibson. Yes, Debbie Gibson's in that. Oh, just bit a fucking destroyer.
Octopus wins every time there.
I don't know. Mega
fucking shark has no arms.
They showed a guy looking out the plane window and Mega Shark just ate the plane.
Every Saturday, if I'm not fucking working,
I gotta see this movie now.
I'm watching Sci-Fi's original programming.
You know what fucks me up about Sci-Fi's programming, their original programming too? They depend so much on CGI, but they have the worst people doing it.
Worst.
It is amongst the I've seen indie films that have no budget that must have had some talented computer guys that were able to do some pretty decent CGI. This is so fucking bad. You can't even get into it. Like, first of all, a flying jet airliner nowadays, I could do it. I could do it on my Mac and make it look like a fucking jet airliner. That looked so bad. What's wrong with these fucking...
I'm laughing because I'm so into these, but I hate them with all my heart. they do ripoffs. Their version of it'll be like The Terminatrix.
Oh no.
And it'll be a fucking or Star kinda Trekkie. And it'll be Lorenzo Lamas, fucking Bruce Boxleitner. They had one called recently. It was a new one that just premiered. The premiere of
world premiere.
It was a western town in the old days in the 1800s that was attacked by New Age aliens.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So they had to fight them but it was Sci-Fi Network.
So it's not
done.
Cool. Yeah.
And they had to fight these things with their fucking. Their 6-shooters and they fucking homemade bombs and shit. It just
who else is in a lot of those? What's his name? Lou Phillips Diamond.
Lou Diamond Phillips. But he's in a good show called The Cleaner.
Diamonds because
no, that's Benjamin
Brad.
Yeah.
Holy shit! My fault.
Hey,
yeah.
Rennie from GenericShow.com writes, Opie, the company that makes this also makes the movies that rip off blockbuster movies like Patrice was saying. The company made Transmorphers.
Transmorphers? What a rip off.
And they do part 2s of movies that were good.
Right, and to completely fuck them up.
And they just turn them into, and they had another one, who was in it? What's the guy? He used to be Ken... Oh man, big guy, kind of big. He used to be an action guy, pretty known back in the day. But he was in. It was a movie called Cobra, Giant Cobra versus.
They like the versus.
What's the dragon? Giant Cobra versus Komodo dragon. Versus.
It's got to be a versus.
It was versus.
That's like Ali Frazier, man. Ali versus Frazier. Footer has one too that he saw. Footer.
Lizard
Bee.
Hey.
Hey, there was one that I was flipping through and I saw, and it was just, it was Rock Monster or something. And I don't know how you would make a Rock Monster cool anyway, but all this was like the side of a mountain would come alive and just fucking start eating people.
And they don't even try with the names. It's like, just call it Rock Monster.
It is what it fucking is.
Wait, I got to ask, though, what's the excuse that people use that they need to get close to Rock Monster?
Rock Monster?
Because all you would have to do is stay away from the fucking mountain, and
Stay around for the mountain.
and you would
Stay
never
away.
get eaten.
No, you know better than anybody. Being a hiker, that you have to hike and you're near the mountains.
Right.
And next thing you know, the side of the mountain, it's a man.
Oh shit, that guy.
Yeah.
No, hold on. Giant Cobra. I'm looking at Giant Cobra, and that was the guy that was in Eddie and the Cruisers. Michael Paré.
Michael Paré, yep.
Yeah. He was in Eddie and the Cruisers. But now he's doing one of these.
But if you're into movies, right? If you're into movies, is it the fucking the fact that everybody's a bad actor? Is it because it's a bad movie?
Yeah.
Or would these people be good in The Godfather if they were in it?
Well, they probably would be good in a real role.
Maybe in a real role.
Some of them, anyway.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at some of these actors. Every single person on the screen, I go, I've seen them. I've seen them in some. I could not fucking tell you what, except for Michael Paré there.
Why would you ever look for any of these movies on DVD? It just said, look for it on DVD.
It was one. You know who was in it? Michael Gross, recently. 100 million years BC, where they sent a team back.
And someone fucked something up and fucked the future up.
To find Philadelphia, to find the people that did the Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah.
They sent them back in time to find them. So they found them. And Michael Gross, what happened is he had to be the only one who sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
A giant Tyrannosaurus Rex went through the machine with everybody else. And you know who the star of the fucking movie was? And he walked around with a bow and arrow the whole show. Was the kid that was in Blue Lagoon with Brooke Shields.
Oh, really?
It's not Willie Ames, but it's
Willie Ames.
Christopher Atkins.
Yeah.
It was so bad, but I seen the movie twice. I can't stop watching the bad sci-fi movies all day.
It's hysterical. You're just sitting there
the
watching that
marathons
shit.
all day. I get mad because I don't like the wizard movies, but I do like when it's a fucking.
Is the dialogue good?
It's the worst because it's all like you said. It's all CGI,
Right. Yeah.
And they'll have it'll be a frog. It's always an experiment.
You think?
Yeah, experiment gone awry.
You think some of these big stars they get cast for these movies like, oh fuck, the concept's great, it's fucking.
And then
sharp.
they realize what
and
it
then,
is.
and they do all their acting because they can't see the special effects, and then they finally see it for the first time and go, holy shit, I'm in a piece of shit.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna green screen you in over
Right,
here.
right.
Just look up here, like, and they're probably picturing these effects are gonna look like fucking
They're
amazing.
all thinking Jurassic Park,
Like
the
they-
next Jurassic
Like
Park
they
movie.
don't know that the movie. I think
what I'm
that do
saying.
they know if the movie is going to
It's
be
going
shitty
right to
or not?
sci-fi. Do you think they know
That
that?
is a great question, man.
I bet you they're thinking state of the art special
gonna be
effects.
good.
This is it.
If
baby.
I get a
This
fucking
is your
script,
big
though.
movie.
Next thing you know, they show a big giant shark biting the Golden Gate Bridge in half, and you're like, oh,
and you're
fuck,
calling your
career
family
suicide.
and apologizing.
If I get a script, right?
Career suicide.
If I get a script and the script says giant octopus versus mega shark, I gotta know it stinks.
I would say this better be
Why?
the working title, motherfucker.
Think of some of the other crazy movies out there that ended up becoming huge
No
blockbusters.
good movies have fucked up titles.
Yeah, I guess.
Godzilla versus the
What
sea
about
monster.
Jurassic Park?
That's a fucking shitty movie.
What about
Not when I was
Jurassic
fucking
Park?
8.
That's a great fucking name.
That's a great name before you know that the movie was gonna become a
Hindsight
huge
2020.
hit.
No, Jurassic
Yeah,
Park.
yeah, Jurassic
is,
Park.
is
Jurassic
a great
Park.
name.
Nah,
man.
Jurassic
You
Park
think?
is good. Yeah. Yeah. I think
Because
Jurassic
the
Park's good.
sci-fi movies would name it Dinosaur Forest.
All right, you know what? End the fucking argument. One for Patrice. How do I come back from that?
You ain't watching Dinosaur Forest?
It's stupid.
Oh, shit.
All right, let's go with a few more then, Patrice. Fuck, I got to think of a couple movies now.
God damn, that's a good one.
Because I watch these movies, they're always named stupid, man.
Sci-fi, yeah.
Think of it like a Jurassic Park movie.
Wait.
They're bottom line people,
Why
man.
can't we
Bottom
think of any
line.
other ones?
Sci-fi.
I was just gonna go with basic shit like Godzilla, King Kong, but
Well, those
yeah,
are shitty
I know,
movies
I know,
anyway.
I know.
You got to think of like some good sci-fis.
Danny
Danny
got
knows
one?
some good sci-fis.
Yeah, you must know some
Sci-fi
sci-fi.
flicks.
No, a movie that became huge, but if you looked at the title, and then Patrice will explain why the title was always great and how it would be.
Jaws.
How about like Star
Yeah.
Star
Star Trek.
Jaws? He's got Jaws.
Teeth.
Teeth. Just teeth. What would all right.
Wait, let me tell you something. There's a movie that they have about evil attacking fucking birds. You know what it's called? Caw. No, Caw.
All right, what would
right.
sci-fi call Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Oh. All right, thank you,
I got one.
Go ahead.
They go Alien Mountain.
That's a good name. Alien Mountain.
Aliens are visiting us.
All right, we're gonna put you to the
Or
test.
they would name it to the sound of the doo doo. It would be called doo 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 doo. Sci-Fi Network stinks.
5 alien notes.
Yes, alien notes. They Close Encounters of the Third Kind is a great.
Yeah.
All right,
Just fucking great.
we got Matt in West Virginia. Patrice Iron Man.
Steel dude.
Fuck, that's what Matt had too. Steel guy.
Steel guy.
Matt had Steel guy. Very good.
They suck.
Did we do Star Wars yet?
Oh no.
Star Wars.
Galactic fighting.
How about the Terminator?
Now they had a term and they called it robot hunter.
I was going to say robot killer from
Robot.
the future.
Okay. So they
I'm
did that
telling
one.
you, yes.
All right.
yeah.
Robot killer, and then in parentheses,
Yeah.
from the future.
From the future.
How about this one? A newer movie. Thank you, Steve Nolan, Madison, Wisconsin. Cloverfield.
They might call it Cloverfield. Cloverfield might be a Sci-Fi Channel named.
Someone said New York Monster.
It's not far off.
Oh, is that fucking good? New York Monster.
Close Encounters. Rex writes Mashed Potato Mountain. I'm trying to think of other ones.
Planet of the Apes is pretty much Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like Planet of Apes. They'd probably take the out of it. Planet of Apes.
Nope, they would call it Simian Wars. This is sci-fi. We'll
Yeah,
call
they gotta
Planet
change
Apes
it.
Simians versus humans. Mars Attacks would be Red Chaos from Beyond. It's awful.
They have to use the word beyond a lot, too.
This is a tough one. 12 Monkeys.
12 fucking monkeys.
12 Monkeys was a good movie.
Eek, eek. I'm telling you, and that's no bullshit. I'm gonna get a job naming these fucking movies.
Oh, shit.
Did we do Aliens?
Eek, eek.
Did we do Aliens?
No, Alien or Aliens? None of the Alien movies.
A lot of Alien movies out there, Patrice. What do you think? Sci-fi. What would they name that?
Man.
Alien.
An Aliens concept.
That's a tough one. That's too basic to begin with.
That is rough.
See, what they would do with Aliens is some of these movies they don't name the concept. They'll name the place where the concept is happening. So if it's an alien type movie and it's happening, say, on a boat, they call it Alien Boat. And am I bullshitting though? Am I bullshitting? They'll call it Alien Boat.
Alien
It's
Boat.
a great bit. How about The Matrix?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
The Matrix.
Cyber runners.
Cyber would be in it.
Cyber has to be in it because that's
Cyber would definitely be in it. You know what? Ready? And it'll be nice and Cyber Chaos.
Someone just put
Cyber Chaos.
No. Someone just wrote, "Help! I'm trapped in the computer." Oh shit! I'm sorry I missed your name. That's fucking funny, man. Help! I'm trapped in the computer.
And the follow-up called "Your Bullets Are Slow."
How about? This already sounds kind of sci-fi. Back to the Future.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Oh, that's got to be an easy
Back
one
to
because
the
they would have probably stole it if they stole that.
Yeah.
Time car.
Yes, of course. Time car.
I like Time Car.
Time
Ready?
car.
Yeah.
Future change.
Future's change.
I'm telling you, man. Future change.
Fucking Patrice, right on. Right the fuck on.
That is
Premiering at Saturday at
bad.
9 o'clock. Future change.
And you can totally picture it.
Predator. Very good arch from Long Island. Predator.
That has to be Space
That's
Hunter.
old
Something with a hunter in it.
Space Hunter.
Definitely. They would just call it. It'll be jungle.
Yeah.
It'll be Space Jungle Hunter.
Space Jungle Hunter.
No bullshit.
Yeah.
You guys nailed it.
Good movies have
Fucking
good
nailed
titles, man. They just do.
Stephen S. from
They can't
Bayshore.
even get a good title.
Back to the Future equals Ahead from the Past.
Or Back to the Future equals Heads Up. That's the name of the movie. Heads Up. I know what's going to happen. Starring Michael J. Fox.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you. Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.